Just another update. It's me, the Gloucestershire Poet Laureate, Ziggy Dix, and I just want to keep you abreast of what's occurring. Some slight edits to what I said in my last video. The things that happen online, they are a bit more fleshed out, a bit more grounded than I thought. And just to give you specifics, so this Thursday, which is the 26th of March, from 7 till 8 p.m, as part of a Gloucestershire Poetry Society event. It's called, I've done a workshop called Cursive Crows. It's a pilot event for the Gloucestershire Poetry Society to do a workshop with myself. The spaces are limited. It's on Zoom, so you need to download the app and check it out. There's details of it on Facebook as well if you're not sure where to find it, on the Gloucestershire Poetry Society page, and also in the closed group, which you're welcome to join as well to see updates of what's occurring. So that's 26th of March, 7 till 8 p.m. with myself, to hopefully get you to generate a poem, which will be fun. And then, let me know how you get on with that as well, and what you produce from that at the end of it. So I'll take you through step by step different things, how to create a poem, using concrete detail and things like that, and metaphor, and hopefully some extended metaphors in there as well. Not to give too much away, but that's the goal of the workshop. And hopefully people will send some in to me as well, which would be great after. If they feel inspired, which I hope they do. And then on the 2nd of April. So that previous one was the Cursive Crows, because we have very much a kind of a COVID kind of crow theme running through the GPS, like letters in some stick of rock. That was Cursive Crows. This one is Crafty Crows, and that is on again on Zoom. But this is 2nd of April, and that's 7 till 8:30 p.m. And that's a poetry open mic session, and that's going to be led by Josephine Lay. Okay, and that one, I'm going to get my spot booked on that as soon as I get my Zoom app sorted out. I still haven't downloaded it yet, but I will be downloading it very shortly. And so what's been occurring? It's been busy times for all of this. I've been at home myself teaching my children. I've gone through maths and English and various other bits and bobs. Created some project work for them both. Not that that's entirely poetry related, but I will be introducing poetry activities as well, not just for my own children, but for children generally in the county and beyond. I've started to post online challenges that you can access through my Facebook page, which is ZDDix. So if you check that out, I shall be posting online kind of generative prompts on there to try and encourage people to write, but also for these for any age. They're not miraculous and very difficult prompts. They should be accessible for most people. It's this kind of thing like, okay, write a poem on orange, but you must include these 5 words or something like that, and see how you get on. And if you do get on with it and you think that's useful, post it online, share it, let us know how you got on. I've posted one about writing a balloon today. Sorry, I posted one challenge about writing a poem about a balloon today, using 5 words, and I've had a fair few replies from it already, from children and adults, which is quite nice, in various different places online. But on my page, I will be posting those prompts as and when I can. To try and give people something to do in the time where they're locked down and unable to get out and about. And obviously, because I'm still out and about working myself, purely because like I mentioned before, I look after people, I might not necessarily have to post everything all the time, but when I can, I definitely will, to try and help people out where I can. So the 2 events so far, just to recap, there's Cursive Crows this Thursday, the 26th, and then there's Crafty Crows, which I said was the 2nd, I believe. I'll just double check. And that was, the 2nd, So look out for those events on Zoom. Get that app downloaded, because it's going to be a bit of a hotbed using that, get in there early, get on the trend, because people are going to be using that and embracing the changes we've had to make recently. So with that in mind, that's a bit of an update. Also, I just want to say as well, there's another opportunity. I'm also editor of Apex Poetry e-zine. The premise for Apex Poetry is to share poetry, obviously. My goal is to get the best poetry I can find, and people send it in to me, and then I publish that poetry, just to say, look, this is great, look at this. I try and get as much diversity and kind of interesting material as I can find. I'm looking for the best poetry that I can find, and for my mind, I'm not worried where it comes from, who writes it, what age. My focus is the quality of the work. So if you've got some amazing poems in the background, lying in a drawer somewhere, type it up and send it in, because I'd love to publish your work, online. And I am very aware as well, obviously, that younger poets write, and I would like to have younger poets send in their work as well. There's no age bracket on what I'm looking to publish. I just want good work, and then that should be celebrated. I keep mentioning this because it's important. I want as many young poets to come forward as I can. So Apex Poetry, there's links on Twitter and things and also on Facebook. Please send in your work there. If only for the time being, because you've got a bit of free time whilst you're on lockdown. Use that opportunity to write. I can't stress that enough. I am taking as much opportunity as I can between teaching my kids and going to work, and making these videos and sorting these prompts out. So to write, even amongst all those things, all I'm asking you to do is, as a creative, or if you know creatives, encourage them, be positive, because to get through these kind of times you need positivity. And with that in mind, I say with that in mind a lot, I've noticed, I have a poem for you today. Some of you may have read it online. It's recently been published by Fly on the Wall, and I quite like this poem, and I think it's important to like your own work, because you can write something really, really good, but not like your work, and that's that thing. But I actually really like this poem, and the backstory behind this poem is quite simple. My son couldn't get to sleep one night, and he came out with a cracking line, and that line was, "I have rain clouds in my head." I thought, rain clouds in my head, that's lovely, in a kind of funny way, because you don't really want your child to be saying stuff like that when they can't sleep. However, I thought it was beautiful, so I decided to incorporate it into a poem. And the poem is about, I'm not going to give, again, I don't like to give too much information, but for context it helps. It's a poem about Odin, the god of poetry and mythology and things, trying to get his son to sleep. As Odin, the almighty All-Father would. So, this is called God of Poetry. And please, let me know what you think in the comments, and, feedback is welcome. So, God of Poetry. Thor lay, turning in bed, a fire-branded boy calling in pitch, one piercing now. His mother slept, dreaming of lead pillows, weighing her in silence. So Odin arose. He asked the boy in his silver birch bed, "Where is the enemy?" Thor replied in stutter breaths, "I have rain clouds in my head that pelt away slumber, flash floods me cold, and burns into tears." Odin sat and held Thor, nuzzled away whimpers, whisper rolled into ear, and slowed his pulse. "You are the boom that makes gods freeze, a voice that cracks night. I name you, God of lightning, bravest of the gods, stormbringer and skald. Now go to sleep." So, as many do, especially because it's kind of quite contemporary, isn't it, at the moment, to be looking at Greek and Norse mythology and things like that with all superhero things. I thought it was quite nice to write that poem, and it came out in about 10 minutes as well, which is quite nice, without any kind of real edits, just a bit tidying up with punctuation, and I really enjoyed that poem, and I hope you did too. So with that in mind, again, saying it again. It's kind of turning into my catchphrase. Please send in work to me through Apex Poetry. I want the best things you can produce while you've got the time. And also look out for those prompts that I'm going to be putting out on my Facebook page, ZDDix. Hopefully it'll inspire some of you to get some work coming in my way, and also just to keep the kids busy whilst they're off school as well. All right, so that's all from me for now. I've probably made a mistake somewhere along the line with some of the details, but I do apologise if I have. But if I have, I will correct it at a future time. With that, take it easy, guys. Look out for each other and stay safe. Thank you.